put them up 2-1. So yeah, that was fun to watch. That was a great game.
Curious, obviously you've got choices to make in terms of extension, whether you sign the 1 year or wait till next summer to do the 2 year. What did you weigh in making that decision?
I'm not even thinking about it. I'm just gonna play out my contract really and just focus on that. Focus on the team. I haven't really had conversations with anybody about a contract, so just trying to focus on basketball.
How do you manage that though? Because there are some that would be on their brain even
Whose?
going into the season.
Whose brain is it on?
What's that from?
Whose brain is it on?
What?
Who got my contract on their brain? You said.
No, I'm saying other players in the same situation would think of it would be on their brain.
Oh no!
How do you got to do that?
No, just play the game. I mean, I've been blessed enough to be in this position for 18 years, and so I'm not really focused on the money part of it. I'm just trying to keep getting better and keep growing my game, see how good I can get. So that's always been my main focus. When it's time to come, the time will come. But right now, like I said, I got 2 seasons left on my deal, so I'm gonna focus on those 2.
You said with the 18 years, obviously, you know your body, you know how to come into a season. Is there anything that you do at this point that's different to tweak coming into a year to get your body ready for the marathon?
No, I just stay consistent with what I've been doing, and just keep my body conditioned to get up and down the floor by playing pickup in the summers, get in the weight room as usual throughout the summer as well, just to stay on top of in tip-top shape. That's pretty simple. It's really about it. Staying consistent. I try not to mix it up just because I'm getting older. I just try to stick to do the same things.
Does the Olympic year, do you think that helps?
Yeah, most definitely, because it gets you in that season mode. When you're competing for something, you got a routine every day where you come in and get your work in. You're thinking and playing team basketball throughout the summer. So yeah, it kind of gets you prepared for the regular season.
The Hall of Fame induction ceremonies was this past weekend. Do you pay attention to that? Do you ever think about what that might be like to be up there on that stage?
Yeah, I definitely pay attention to it. And there's a few guys that I played against that made it. Guys that I respect so much, and that contributed so much to the game of basketball. So congrats to those guys, everybody who made it. And yeah, you think about that type of stuff. And, you put so much time and effort into the game. Obviously, you want to be recognized for what you do. But at the end of the day, it's really about how you produce and the type of person you are in the locker room. And so take control of that. When that time comes, it'll come.
What do you look to take from the practice court to a situation like tonight in terms of you, Brad, Devin, obviously having played a ton of real minutes together and then with the new style that Bud wants to implement?
Yeah, just get more reps in a new style, just trying to build more and more chemistry with one another, with the coaching staff, with our plays, what plays work for us, what kind of tendencies that each and every guy likes when they're on the floor. So yeah, we just get more reps together, and I think it's always good to practice. More practice time, more game time is better for that.
What do you want to get out of tonight?
I'll just compete at a high level, just execute our principles, our core values of who we are as a team, and build from there.
What do you think about Coach so far? I know you probably play with guys that play for him. What's your initial thoughts of him through camp and so forth?
Yeah, I like his attention to detail. I like that he's emphasizing individual pride on the defensive side of the ball, playing together on offense. And there's some things that you can talk about all you want, but I think we're emphasizing it every session, every day, every rep, every drill we go through is about being on one page on both ends of the floor. So when you get that ingrained in your brains throughout the whole training camp, throughout the whole season, it starts to become second nature. So I like the direction we're going in.
And we saw what Ryan Dunn was able to do against the Nuggets. Just how would you assess the rookies so far against that one?
Yeah, they're learning. They're getting some experience under their belt, getting confidence. Regular season and preseason is 2 totally different monsters. So yeah, I try not to. Those guys know they're not to get too high, not to get too low. Don't be discouraged. You play bad. Don't get too excited. You play well. Just keep stacking days, and that's what they do. You see Ryan down there now working on his jump shot. Oso's always in the gym working on this game in the weight room. So they're trying to become great pros, and it takes time to do that.
Thank you back off Amanda's question. What have you seen from the Lakers rookies so far in Dalton and Bronny preseason?
just playing hard, trying to establish themselves in the league. Rookies in preseason, you're just trying to get a feel for the game and get your feet wet. So I can see as each game, those two guys, and not just those two, the younger players on their team that made it, Hood Shafino and Christie and Maxwell Lewis and all those guys, you get a little bit more comfortable each and every game as you understand your role, understand what coach wants from you, and you just go out there and play and kind of lean into your routine that you work on every single day. So I'm excited to see those rookies, those young guys over there.
Kevin, what obviously it's all of last season off the ball, but how much is having a point guard kind of enable him to attack?
I think Book attacks regardless if he's off the ball or on the ball. I think he attacked last year in both areas. I think more so than anything, the point guard in a system that we all kind of have a structure in. It's good to have not just us two or three, but the whole team in a structure where you come into the game and you understand it, where you may get opportunities to score or make a play. So more so than just having a point guard, having more of a structure on offense when we're running down court, that makes everything better, puts everybody in position. So I think Book can score in a variety of ways, especially when he has the ball in his hands and off the ball. So that makes him so dangerous. So I think it's going to be opportunities this year when he got to play point guard. There's going to be opportunities where we're playing off the ball, so we got to be ready for everything.
What's been your reaction to Nurk shooting threes?
I like his aggressiveness. I like if they're good shots. I like him coming down and shooting with confidence. And we're going to encourage him to do so.
Looking at Ryan, Devin was saying that the numbers that he had in college, he more looks at release, mechanics on his shot. Is it the same way with you in terms of disregarding the numbers in college and focusing on that part of the game?
Yeah, he's trying to look at mechanics and fundamentals and see if there's potential for his shot to get better. And he definitely has potential for his shot to keep growing and him feeling more confident in your shot. Confidence is a huge part too. When you take those shots in the game and in practice, you got to believe that they're going in, and that's half the battle. So he's a confident player. He's working on it every single day, and that work, brings confidence. So as much as you keep stacking up days, the better you'll get.
Kevin, last season the team struggled a lot in the fourth quarter. Is that still a point of emphasis, and how do you think you guys have addressed that?
I wouldn't say just fourth quarters and just specifically fourths, but the first quarter, second quarter, third bleeds into the fourth. So we just want to build good habits throughout the whole game, so the game could be a little bit easier. We have a little bit more momentum going into the fourth quarter. A lot of times, we might have a lead going into the fourth, but we come out and we start the first 3 or 4 possessions, not knowing what we're doing on the defensive side of the ball, turn the ball over on offense, and the momentum flip back to the other team. So if we're all on the same page from the beginning of the game, I think the 4 quarters will be easier.
How would you like the way that you guys have been able to generate that high volume?
I like it. I feel like, just getting used to taking a lot of threes, getting guys open. I feel like we got a bunch of great shooters on this team, so just taking advantage of it and using it, knocking it down.
How nice is that to have yourself, Grace, and Monte, guys that can all shoot, even Ryan in the second unit, kind of building that finish?
It means a lot, especially, picking up where the first group left off. We shoot a lot of shots every day. Guys are being confident. We got confidence in each other, so I think taking the shots that, we're practicing and knocking them down.
Has there been any funny moments? Has there been any funny moments where they're trying to put up more threes than he's ever been used to?
Nah, not really. It's been normal.
Yeah. What's it like seeing a guy do that really at that volume for the first time in his career?
Throughout his career, I didn't see him shoot a lot of threes playing against him. He practices them every day, so it's not like he doesn't have the confidence to shoot them. Which, the space of the floor be open, generate threes, and he's going to knock them down.
How would you assess these 4 preseason games? What are you guys looking to get done this last one before you get ready?
I think just keep building on, our habits, offensively and defensively, playing the right way, playing together. Defensively, taking a challenge, holding guys, below their scoring average, and just, getting better every game. I think that's what we're using it for. So.
You talked about taking on the challenge. Obviously, that's something that you've done throughout your career, but how do you get an entire team to have that kind of mindset?
I think, just setting the tone early. Especially from, first group on down to the last. I think everybody just being ready, whenever they come in, whenever they're playing, play as hard as we can, play together, just win.
Do you find yourself matched up against KD much in practice over the last year or so?
For sure. Taking the challenge. Why wouldn't I want to guard KD in practice?
Right, I was just going to ask, what have you learned? What's the best way to kind of slow him down?
Kevin Durant, it's not really slowing it down. But, just making things tough for him. Competing against him every day, I think it's making me better, making him better. That's what the whole objective is, make each other better and compete the whole practice.
What's been the biggest impact of Tyus so far? What have you seen?
I think his leadership, IQ, putting guys in position to score, him shooting threes, taking the shots when he's open, and I think he's just leading our team, doing what he's supposed to do.
Is that interesting? Like, you've got multiple future Hall of Famers on the team, and then you got this guy who comes in, and he has the ability to kind of take charge of an offense. What has that been like?
It's just credit to him, the type of player he is. For him to be unselfish and get these guys open, he loves doing that. I think he'll take 20 assists every game. But, he's just a great player all around, does the little things that count, and just make everybody better around him.
What's been the conversation about what can be fixed with the fourth quarter issues you guys had last year?
I think that's last year, not this year.
So there's...
it's a whole new team, so that was last year. I don't think nobody's really worried about that.
So nothing needs to be done to make sure it doesn't happen again?
Practice, make sure we're doing the things we're supposed to be doing.
Cool.
Royce, on that note, yesterday Nurk and the coach were talking about how they kind of believe talk is cheap. Do you kind of feel that mindset around the series?
For sure. Everybody can say, whatever we want, but it's actually, putting our words with our actions, going out there and play, doing what we're supposed to do.
With the higher volume of threes that you guys are taking, is that a testament to Bud's system, or do you feel like other teams are going to be kind of influenced by what the Celtics did last year and how they won their championship?
I think every team is different. I think for us it's just Bud's system, offense he's implementing. I think it's us taking advantage of us being great shooters and, take as many threes as we can.
Thank you.
Thank you.